Hi guys, how are you? Today we are talking about the big day. You know what I'm talking about? The wedding, the day of nuptials. Nowadays it is not uncommon for couples to put so much time, effort and thought into their weddings, whether that's over a condensed period of time or a number of years. And even if we haven't planned a wedding or been involved in the planning of a wedding, I'm sure we've all had something where we've spent so much time on it, we've put so much effort into it that we just don't want anything to go wrong or spoil it. I'd imagine that's what planning a wedding feels like. And even though so much of your day is entrusted to other people to make sure that like the cake arrives on time or the flowers are arranged properly or the food tastes good, there are some things that you're in complete control of. And so I have made a handy dandy list of a few things that you can just not do the night before your wedding to make sure it goes nice and smooth. Let's go! Number 1. Don't drink a lot. Now I know the temptation is real, but I don't care what your reasoning is. If you're nervous, if you're just really happy or whatever, you may have just heard the horrible news that they actually want to make another series of Love Island, you've lost faith in humanity, what is the world coming to? Even that makes me want to drink a bottle of something. But I'm here to tell you, I am your conscience, okay? Listen to you, and always let your conscience be your guide. 90s child, moving on. I'm here to tell you that it is not a good idea. A hangover is not something you want to wake up to on the day of your wedding. Now I'm not saying you can't have a wee drink, of course you can, you batter right in sunshine, but just know your limit, enjoy the night before your big day, and then you can wake up fresh as a daisy, and then that night by all means drink however much you want, within reason of course, always drink responsibly kids. Number 2, a face mask or any general change to your skincare routine. Speaking of being fresh as a daisy, a lot of people before a big event want their skin to feel the same way, and one way that people tend to go about this, or a very popular way that people tend to go about this, is by doing a wee face mask the night before. But I'm here to clue you into something. Not a good plan. Now I love a wee face mask. I highly rate a wee face mask. But the time to do one is not the night before a big event. Yes, your skin may feel soft and clean and fresh after doing a face mask, and that is normal. I can understand that. But do you want to know why that is? Face masks are literally designed to purify the skin through its deeper layers. That's why you leave it on, so that all the ingredients can get right in there and do their thing. And what they're actually doing is pulling the excess sebum or dirt or makeup or general impurities out of the deeper layers of the skin. And where do they end up before they vanish for good? Right on top. All here. You are the bride, you're in charge of the guest list, and last time I checked you didn't invite 3 blackheads, 2 pimples and an underspot to the party, so do yourself a wee favour and give a face mask or anything else like it a miss. Harsh truths, ladies and gentlemen, harsh truths. Number 3. Squeezing spots. Again, on a similar note with skincare, don't squeeze your spots. Just don't do it. Now I fully understand the fact that spot squeezing is a human weakness. There are businesses out there making millions over the fact that we can't leave well enough alone. Even I've been guilty of it at times and I don't even know why. What I do know though is that the next day, without fail, you regret it. So save yourself that horrible drop in the pit of your stomach and instead use a dermatologist approved cream or antibiotic, something along those lines, and keep the little bugger at bay for now. Number 4. Stay up late. It's a wedding, it's not your 14th birthday party. Now ladies and gentlemen, I know, believe you me, I know that sleep problems are a freaking thing. But if there is one day in your life you don't want to be rocking that I saw the sunrise this morning look, it's on your wedding day. So whether you don't normally have bother with sleeping at all or you know it's an issue for you, plan ahead. Plan your night with your bridesmaids and whoever else is in your bridal party and whoever else you're spending that night with. Make sure it's organised in a way that's going to chill you out as the night goes on, so when it's time to actually go to sleep, your body and your mind's going to be a little bit more up for playing ball. Number 5, don't try and finish things. Now a big problem about a large portion of our society is how much it freaking loves drama. You literally see it all the time. If a student has an essay due, they write it the night before. If you have a flight to catch, you're leaving at the last minute. We can't help ourselves. I personally am not about that life, and I'd like to think that a bride wouldn't be either. So don't be that person who's trying to finish organising things or arranging things or booking things or writing your freaking vows the night before. Realistically, if something isn't done the night before the wedding, it's not going to have changed by the morning, so just plan ahead, be on the ball, and be able to enjoy the night before your big day rather than stress. And the last thing on my list, number 6. I hate how this can't be done on one side. Number 6. That just looks really bad. Anyway, number 6, sunbathing. Now I live in Scotland and I can literally hear every Scottish person out there laughing at the thought that sunbathing may potentially be an issue. It's not. Ever. Never ever. But if you live somewhere that does get a fair bit of sunshine, just hear me out on this one, okay? Picture this with me, okay? Visualise this. You've got the perfect wedding dress. It has a sweetheart neckline. The train length is just perfect. The fit is gorgeous. You turn around and look in the mirror on your wedding day and you see 2 big strap lines right there. Imagine that, 2 very easy to see, visible, strappy tan lines. The last thing you want to be doing is giving your skin the opportunity to react that way, whether it's tan lines or prickly heat or just general redness. None of them really look good with a wedding dress. So save the sunbathing for your honeymoon and just stay in the shade before your big day, okay? So there you go, those are 6 things that I recommend you do not do the day and night before your wedding. If you have other recommendations for other brides to be out there, leave them in the comments below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching as always. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!